What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Jod here from Puma Plow playing some more Farming Simulator 22. We're back on Elm Creek Forest by Stevie. Let's get to it. Hello, Tony.
What's up, Johnny?
Not much. Trent, what's up as well? Tony, what are we doing? What are we up to, man?
I'm just doing my normal fill the mineral feed maker up.
You have a thing for that,
I
guy.
don't know why, I just do.
Well, it looks like 30, what is that? 36 needs to be plowed. And I bet you there's conveniently a tractor and a plow here. Huh. Imagine that, would you?
You feel any better?
Imagine that. No. Do I sound better?
Not really, I'm gonna be honest here. No offense, but no, not really.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I feel okay. I mean, I don't feel the best. But I'm doing all right.
That's good.
Yeah, Pops goes, "You talking to Tony?" And I said, "I don't know. Maybe." Or no, he asked if you were farming today. And I said, "No, he's in farm sim, actually. He beat me in the server today." And he goes, "Well, tell him to come to the farm tomorrow." And I'm like, "I sound like this, and you want me to invite him to the farm?" Sure.
I don't know about you, but like it's weird. Like now that I've been like kind of like farming in real life, I want to keep doing it. You know?
Yeah.
It's weird how like having free time.
I know, right? Yeah. Adam, what's going on today? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. What's poppin'? All right, so that needs to get plowed. That's fine. This is fine. I don't really know what we need to do today. What time of year is it? November? I feel like that's a weird time for us to stop, right? What are we buying, Tomcat? What are we buying? I think we're here to fast time. I could be wrong, but I don't know. What's this free time? Well, how are the cows up there, Tony? How are the cows? Do they need a bunch of food, or you've been working on it?
I have not been working on that.
Okay. What's that guy hauling, that semi?
I got some straw. I hauled some straw to the horses.
Oh my goodness. I can't right now. Nope. I cannot. All right, so I think Dan was gonna take this and probably make us more fertilizer out of this. But that's not gonna happen. You don't need more fertilizer, right? So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go sell some manure. That's what we're gonna do. I think the cows actually aren't, like, these cows are doing okay, I think, on food. I could be wrong. Yeah, no, they're doing peachy. Okay. I guess we're here to fast time in a jiffy, huh?
In a jiffy.
All right. I kind of forgot that we still had this trailer, by the way. This might be a bit of a cheaty trailer. Just a little bit. So
Bad.
Yeah.
Or would you like to see a picture of a fertilizer spreader that got hit by a Jeep?
What?
Would you like to see a picture?
Sure.
So I was not driving this.
Was it local?
Yes.
Oh no. Was it?
I don't know if like the Jeep was trying to pass.
Was it like the company you work for?
No.
Oh, okay. I was hoping it was your coworker. Oh yeah, there's no front end under it. Tony, that's a problem. I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no front wheels.
There's the front end.
Those are some mighty jack stands under it, though.
Like they were
just saying.
20 ton, maybe. Each one was 20 ton.
I can see that. Oh yeah, that looks like a problem. Yeah, it does.
So I don't know if like the Jeep came head on or like the Jeep was trying to pass, then hit the front. It's a bad deal.
That's rough. This is a plugger trailer. I believe you can find it if you do exclamation Smurf. Jeff. Yo, Ice, what's up? We are here. We're doing it. We're gonna be here as long as I can hold out today. I do have a bit of a cold. Yeah, a bit of a cold going on, but we're gonna power through and try to wow, there's 1.2 million manure in that pit alone. We're gonna power through and try to be here as long as we can today. I just took some Dayquil a little while ago, so I should start feeling better here soon. And then I've got another dose here for later today, so I can't forget it. So it's out here with me and not in the house. So it's a whole thing. Definitely a whole thing. So Tony.
Yeah.
I guess we can let that plow run.
Yeah.
How are the cows down south?
Let me take a look. I'm down here.
All right, I noticed. That's why I asked you.
Let's see.
Oh man,
They'll be fine for a fast time.
all right.
And actually,
Thanks, Ice. What?
Remember how like Sunday we had like a come to Jesus moment, and I sat there and complained the whole time about how I hate my job?
Yeah, but you know what, Tony? That's what friends are for, and like, because I even told Dad that you sent like that snap about it. And he's like, but that's okay. That's what we were there for, you know? Like, you don't need to apologize anymore for it. Okay. But yeah, what about it?
This week was great. My job was actually pretty cool this week.
Well, it's because you got to go farming at night. Let's be real.
Yeah, that helped.
For those of you that don't know, Tony's been helping a local farmer at night.
Gun Show just resubscribed for 4 months.
So,
howdy.
Gun Show, what's going on, man? How are you? Thanks for the 4-month resub. Poppin'. Tony's been doing some like IRL farm, kind of like me this week, right? I got the IRL farm. Yeah, Tony's been IRL farming. So
went down there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
I didn't realize they farm ground back there, by the way.
Yeah.
No, did not know that. Black Hat, thanks for the bits. Appreciate them. I didn't realize it, and then I told Dad, and then it took him a day, and then he's like, oh yeah, that was so-and-so's ground. That so-and-so was too busy to farm, so then they got it. And like, he wasn't sure if they like owned that ground or...
So,
yeah.
Part of it they do, yes.
Okay, part of it they do. Okay. Must be a fair amount of ground back there, huh?
Yeah.
That they farm?
The one day we didn't work too late because we were running on bean ground and started dragging up. But Tuesday I worked fairly late.
Was there two of you out in the field?
He came back and like rode with me.
Ah, okay. I gotcha.
But Tuesday I worked till I pulled out of the field like 10:30.
Oh wow. So, wow.
But it's pretty easy. All I do is just turn around and hit a button.
Yeah, I had to count rows, Tony. I only had to count rows on one end of the field though.
That's nice.
Because the way my dad's cousin wanted me to do it was you always turn right. So what you do is he had the plots already set up. He already did like end rows and stuff. And so you would count 4 over, which actually you would count 6. I didn't count rows. I counted between the rows. And I would count 6, and that's where I'd put my hood. And then when you come back, you actually go over like several sets of rows and you mow like 4 rows that were left from before. That way you're always turning right. And that's the way he wanted me to do it. So that's the way I did it. Because I wasn't going to, do my own thing. I was going to follow what he wanted done. And yeah, but it worked out. But yeah, having to count rows and like when you're trying to pitter patter, sometimes it was kind of fun. It was a good time though. I enjoyed it very much so. All right, so I'm gonna sell this almost 5 million liters of manure. 4.7 million liters of manure is gonna be we're gonna sell this, chat, and see how many not dollars we're gonna end up with here. It's gonna be like $4. Actually it'll be a fair bit because it is almost 5 million liters of manure, so it'll be good. There's a special manure sell point over yonder here that we're gonna go to and sell this off. We don't need any more fertilizer. We've already established that on this map. We don't need any more fertilizer, and because we might have like 10 million sitting around. I think is it 10? Is it million or 10? I always get that confused. It's a ton, whatever it is. Yeah, 10 million, almost 10 mil. Yeah, so.
Wow.
I don't think we need any more fertilizer, do we, Tony?
Probably not. No.
No.
And my father, I was talking to my father, so I wasn't really listening to your story. I'm sorry.
I noticed you made it. Can I sell manure here? I thought I could sell manure here. I guess that's only for slurry. Where's the compost and manure? I thought there was a special sell point over here, but I guess there's not. Okay, we'll go back to the sell everything. So what I was saying, Tony, was on one end of the field I would count rows.
Okay.
And so what you would do is I would count between the rows 6, and that's where I'd put my hood. Okay. That makes sense?
So like you'd put like the ornament on the 6th row?
In between rows. I wasn't counting rows. I'd count in between the rows.
Okay.
It was just easier for me. I tried counting rows, and for some reason I kept bombing that. And so then I started counting between the rows, and that just worked out better for me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I also learned, like, the way I would turn if I went out farther and then, like, kind of turned back at, like, a 45 to where I was going. Because the problem, I would count out my side window. And then when I went to turn, I would lose my place.
Oh.
So then I started, like, counting. I would lean forward and count out the windshield, basically. And then we were chilling.
It's like you would count as you turn?
Pretty much, yeah. But I would start counting out the windshield, and then I could, like, that's it for all that manure, $168,000. Holy cow. Sean, I don't know where the day is going to take us. It is November currently, and we probably need to do a bunch of planting at some point. We'll plant another crop. We're still on here for a while. We're not doing like a sell off of the map yet. Eventually, but not yet. So we're probably going to fast time here in a minute and see where the day takes us, Sean. But howdy, welcome in. What's poppin'? What's going on?
It was so weird, like working dirt down like in that part of the country.
Yeah, because that's a different country down there.
It's like the ground is so dark.
Yeah, you were down in the Black Stick.
Like you're making dust off the tillage tool.
Yeah.
Then like there's like you got clods
Mud.
of dirt sticking in the baskets. You're slinging mud off the tire.
Yeah.
You're slinging off the tires. I mean, it's crazy. Just a whole different world down there.
I mean, you know the tractor and the mower. You've seen it, right? Before?
Probably.
When I was running. But it's not much of a stock mower. It's like a 12-foot mower, right? There were times I couldn't see the front of the mower because it was so dusty.
Yeah.
Well, I had a little tailwind for a while too, and I would have died without a cab. So.
Did you keep it lowered when you turned, or did you?
So he had a bunch of cylinder stops on the cylinder. And basically just said don't touch the height. I never touched the hydraulics.
Okay. So
yeah, it just stayed down the whole time. And the way you turn, always turning right, you're kind of mowing your end rows like 400 times.
Did you ever did you use the brakes or just throw?
I didn't need brakes, no. They work on the tractor, work quite well, but I didn't need them to turn. Because with that mower it has a really short tongue. And you've got duals on that tractor, right?
So that's why you okay.
That's why you had to skip so many rows, because if you would turn just even a hair I mean, there wasn't a lot of room to turn.
So you either had to do like 72 end rows or
basically, yeah.
Run skips.
Yeah, which the skips is fine, and then you always turn right. Right's just the easy way to turn, it's fine. Like I said, that's just the way he wanted me to mow the field, so that's how I did it. I probably would have done like what Dad used to do when he was mowing stalks, and he would basically mow across the field 3 times. So you skip, say, 12 rows on your first pass, and then you mow 4, skip 8, I guess.
And then
right?
mow 4, skip 8.
And then mow 4, skip 8 the next time, and then the third time you don't even have to think, you just drive, because there's only 4 rows left.
So you would mow 4, skip 4, and then okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Tony, you want to plant a bunch of corn today, or what do you want to do?
That's fine with me.
All right, let's go one more day then, and then we probably should feed cows first.
Probably.
Because we just fast timed a lot, so...
I'll work on feeding the south cows.
All right, I'll head up north and work on those guys. They're not guys, they're gals. It's 2024. They can be whatever they want. Do we have a trailer? Is there even anything up there? There's nothing. Ay caramba, dude. I gotta find a trailer to use to feed the cows first. Where are those, trailers?
That is a good question. I don't know.
I don't either. I was looking for like the trailer with the blower on it.
I don't think I've been on here.
I found
There's one down here at South Cows.
I found 2 at the homestead, main home. I'll take one of these up. This will be good for feeding. All right, I haven't been on here since Tuesday.
I don't think I've been on here since Saturday.
Oh dang, get you go. But yeah, because you were working too. Well, it was during the day Tuesday. So.
Yeah.
Wow, that does not handle on this tractor at all, though. Why is that so bad?
Tuesday was great. Tuesday was absolutely fantastic. So I had a meeting I had to go to in the morning.
Oh, big meeting guy, huh?
Big meeting guy.
All right.
And I didn't get to work till 1 o'clock.
Oh man, that's the best day.
And I clock out at 4, and I did really absolutely nothing for 3 hours. It actually kind of wasn't worth my time going out there.
You can clock out at 4?
Yeah, we get off at 4 now.
Oh wow.
We used to get off at 4:30, but we only have half-hour lunch now.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. That's not bad though. Get out at 4. You beat some of the rush hour traffic coming home. I mean, you're going the wrong way anyway for rush hour, but
yeah,
that's pretty good. So that's why you're able to get down to the country fairly early. Then okay, I thought you clocked out at 5.
Yeah. No, but
Okay.
What was it? Tuesday and Wednesday. I got down there like 5:45, 6. You had me down there then, so
that's not bad. The real question is, have you seen the giant crane?
No, I got a phone call.
All right, enjoy your phone call. So, well, I'll talk to him about the big crane when he gets back. Oh yeah, so I don't know, chat. We're kind of in a weird spot on this map where it's like we could just kind of wrap it up and be done, but we could just kind of keep playing too. You know, Farm Sim 25 is not that far away. Pretty much Tomcat, yeah. It's a huge crane. We'll talk about it when Tony gets back. The Farm Sim 25 is not that far away. And ideally we do want to play some 15. We keep talking about 15 and I haven't done anything with that yet. So we'll see if that actually happens. Satisfactory's probably cutting into that time quite a bit, to be honest. We can always revisit 15 sometime later as well, but yeah, Satisfactory is Satisfactory, and so and then next let's see, next week's the 26th for Saturday, then the 2nd. So I mean, we still have plenty of time on this map to probably plan one more harvest, maybe. I don't actually know, because let's see, we got the 26th and the 2nd and the 9th. So I mean, we still have 3 Saturdays worth of playing here if we play all 3 Saturdays. I am kind of contemplating not playing Farm Sim on the 9th and like do maybe a split stream between, I don't know, Satisfactory and SnowRunner or something on the Saturday, just to kind of change it up a little bit, for one day. I don't know. I'm thinking. I don't know.
L3FT4D3 at Cheerdex 100. You can't forget Christmas lights.
No, trust me, I haven't forgot Christmas lights. Probably might bring some home tomorrow. Although it's still kind of early. So the problem is, or the thought this year was to actually, I should have gone the other way. Was to actually go through a bunch of the Christmas lights and like make sure everything's working and all that, but we can't do that until after our pumpkin party. And we wanted to have the pumpkin party actually like tomorrow is when Dad and I wanted to have it. It was the 20th, but my sister's out of town and she does a bunch of the cooking and invites a bunch of the people and stuff, so we can't really have the party when she's not there. I mean, we could. It would be a lot less stressful, but I didn't say that out loud, I swear. But we're not gonna we're not gonna do that. So there's that.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm back.
20 Trent's almost got the hours. Let's go. Welcome back. How was your phone call?
It was alright.
All right. Big money moves being made?
Absolutely not, no.
Oh, sorry.
That was what the meeting on Tuesday was about. But
Oh, okay.
no, it's my friend's birthday today, and they're going to Fast Eddie's, and they want to know why I wasn't going.
Oh, okay. You said I'm farming with my internet dad. Leave me alone.
So, no, it was my buddy's girlfriend, and she's like, "Are you in your sad boy hours again?" I'm like, no.
Leave me alone. God.
Just, I don't know. I don't really want to go to Fast Eddie's, I guess.
All right.
And kind of, I want to farm too, I guess, a little bit.
They just took that entire... I should have brought a bigger trailer. I need a bigger boat, chat. So there's, down by the farm and in a lot of farmland and just across the United States, there's the big transmission power lines, big power lines, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes those big power lines need to cross rivers, right?
Okay.
It's going, welcome in, what's popping. So possibly where one of those big power lines crosses a river, they're putting up new poles, new towers. Okay.
Okay.
So they've got the biggest crane down there that I've ever seen.
Rather large, huh?
Yeah, during the day, like weekdays, they have it like up and they're using it, and then they actually kind of put it down at like when they're not there. So if you go down on a evening or weekend, you won't see it. But if you go down during the day, which you don't go down on weekdays because you're at work, but yeah, it's massive. Is it selling day today? No, not yet. Not yet. We still have time. Maybe next Saturday, but we'll see. Not yet, no. But this crane, Tony, it's huge.
You going to another map before 25?
No. We're here for the long haul at this point,
For the longest of hauls.
We're here for it. I might need help up here when you get done down there, because they're taking almost 2 full trailers of silage. Just silage, so this will be fun, right? Or something. No, so I'm thinking the last Saturday, before Farm Sim comes out, I'm either not gonna stream because I could be working on lights, or we do like a satisfactory snow runner day or something like that, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
But I'm not sure. So actually, the not streaming and doing Christmas lights is probably the strat.
Get them all done before it comes out.
So, oh my God, do what? Sorry, I was reading a comment from left. What?
I said get them all done before it comes out.
Probably won't get all of them done because I don't want to put like the inflatables up and some of the yard stuff, but like a bunch of other stuff, yeah. I don't know if we're gonna have time, Blake, yet to play 15. I don't know. And left your DM comment, just wow, just wow. But pretty much, yeah. But wow. All I have to say about that. But wow.
So, so you know how I went to Iowa to go get those tires?
Yeah.
So the tires are so new and have so much tread on them that they rub on the fenders.
Are you sure they're the right size tire?
I think he said that he was getting bigger ones, but
You were just, that's not your fault though.
I just drove.
You're just the guy that, forgot to pay for them. That's all.
I did forget to pay for them.
Well, this day and age, who uses checks still? I mean, come on.
Should have just tap their credit card or something.
Seriously, do they take debit?
At least I didn't get out of the state.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't leave Iowa before paying for them. You had to turn around, right?
Yeah. I just got to take the scenic route through the country.
Yeah, that's fine. Probably enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All right. That's good.
But, gotta...
They hit the fenders, huh?
But, like, washers or like just spacers in on
Oh,
top.
to like move the fenders up.
May make them a little bit bigger, and then I got a part in for like those machines have like you can dump the airbags to like lower them, make
Oh,
them go
yeah.
lower, you know.
Sure.
And mine's not working, so I got like a new. I think the switch was bad, so I got a new switch. So I guess I have to
Ooh.
mess with that.
Wow. Tony, the maintenance guy here, huh?
Which doesn't really sound like a whole lot of fun, but
Tony, the maintenance guy. Look out, y'all. That's funny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dad's cousin's tractor, the 4055 I was driving, I'm pretty sure he has the dealer come out and like change oil and everything on that tractor.
really,
So like everything functioned in that tractor. About 3,000, little over 3,000 hours on that tractor, which is nothing for the age of it.
say he doesn't really run it
No.
hard.
He doesn't have that much ground, so.
Yeah,
And for years there, you know, he was chiseling with his Oliver.
so that Oliver still hooked up to that chisel plate.
Uh-huh, yeah. Sitting in the shed, hooked
But
up.
that'd be a fun tractor to run.
I bet it would be, actually. I don't know if he's going to even chisel this year, but he hasn't chiseled in a few years now, so. I don't know. I was supposed to disc for him too, but I just don't think that's going to happen, so. Yeah. Because if it would have been me the other day, I would have, you know, got done mowing and hooked up to the disc right away and gone out and started discing, you know. But that's just my opinion. And then, to be honest, I'd have somebody else jump in the old Oliver and start chiseling right behind me, too.
Oh, we chiseled all of it?
Well, ideally, you would, yeah. I mean,
Then
you
like let it sit over winter and then work it in the spring?
if it were me doing it, yeah, I'd chisel it in the fall and then early spring, like before it turns to sod from all the chickweed and hemp bit, I would get out there with a field cultivator and field cultivate it, and then it'd be ready to plant. It'd still probably turn into a little bit of a sod farm, but like not like it normally does. Just saying. Because, you know, he lets it get so bad, usually he has to disc in the spring. Or, you know, as you know, at the ridger. And that just causes problems, you know.
So you ought to help him out with his ridger. You ought to help him set it.
Yeah, but you can't overstep, you know. You know, like Dad and I were talking about it the other day. It's like, you know, yeah, he said he was gonna call, but like if he doesn't, he doesn't. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't just pull in there and be like, here, I'm here to work. I'm gonna help. You know, you need my help. Like you can't overstep. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Like I'm in the same boat too. Like I really want to work, but it's not my call.
Yeah. No, not at all. Not at all. So it's, you know, you can make the offer, and if they don't take you up on it, well, they don't take you up on it, and that's what it is, you know. That's kind of like farming with your family. I mean, I'm assuming they know that, you know, you would put in some seat time for them if they needed, but honestly, they have too many people, so
Yeah.
that's kind of the problem. So yeah. But it is what it is. It's just the way it is, you know?
You know, like
But,
Thursday I didn't work 'cause, you know, like the guy, you know, had parent-teacher conferences. Just, you know, like little just
oh,
stuff like that, you know. And they got
interesting.
other part-timers too that help them out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to a point anyway, he must trust you because, you know, he turned you loose in his tractor, right?
And there was times when like he didn't really like want me driving down the road.
Oh, really?
It's like I'd hop in his pickup and I'd drive the pickup to the field,
Oh,
and then he'd drive the tractor. So I mean, I'm driving his truck too. So yeah,
I gotcha. Interesting. All right. Last cow barn, y'all, finally. Jeez, on silage anyway. Never enough cows. You thought slurry and manure are the same thing. So think of the manure, actually, the solid manure, more as like their bedding. So not really in these barns, but well, in real life, your bedding's like, you know, where your calves lay, and you know, it's kind of a thing. I don't know. But yeah, it all is cow manure, but there's dry and there's liquid, basically, if that makes sense. Depends on your type of barn and how things work, you know. I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing. Kind of weird, but you end up with both on this game, and you get a lot, so it's a lot off 800 cows. It's a lot. Just saying. Actually, this might be like the last time we feed cows. Let them just chew through the food they have, and you know, starve to death. Wait, that's not how it works.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Actually, you know, I was mowing stalks next to cows, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking, man, he ought to work with the neighbor and let the cows graze on this corn ground.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be honest, man, the amount of corn I saw on the ground, them cows would get fat out in that cornfield. There was so... Actually, I took a picture even. I stopped and took a photo of all the corn I saw on the ground. You know, it's the square foot thing, right?
Yeah.
If you see like 2 kernels in a square foot, that's okay. But if you see more than 2, it's like not okay. I bet there were spots where I saw like 30 to 40 kernels in a square foot.
Wow.
Yeah. Sell the horses? We haven't sold the horses yet. No, actually, Tony was feeding them earlier. Or giving them straw anyway, right?
I did give them straw.
Look at you go. They're not going to know what to do now.
They're like, wow, we have food.
Wow, something to nibble on.
Yeah, it's kind of...
It was bad. It was really bad, the amount of corn on the ground.
And I guess you probably know a lot better than I do, but like just going by like on the highway, it doesn't look like that farm goes back that far. But that farm goes back good ways.
It does.
You would...
It does. Oh my god, I'm trying to find Discord on my phone real quick. I'll post this picture. You can't tell, like, it's a little artsy with like my air cleaner and my exhaust shadows. Check out all them kernels, Tony. That's a lot of kernels, bro.
Wow.
So it's in a little bit, I think that's a little bit of a wet spot. That's why there's no like fodder there really.
Yeah.
And, but the field's like smooth there, so it's not like bumpy or anything. So you can't blame it on that. But
Isn't there like there's like a slough that goes through the back of that, isn't there?
There's a big wet spot in the back of that field. And then over the years, he's had different guys in there trying to drain it. So there is a ditch that kind of runs like north-south, but like a little bit of an angle. So that's why there's a ton of point rows in that farm. Or at least those 2 patches I was mowing in. Just all point rows the whole time. And then I think it goes to an underground pipe that goes across the farm and drains out by the highway. I think.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure. But it's all like pretty flat. It's not like aggressive. Like you could drive through the ditch pretty much anywhere, I think. I didn't, but you could probably drive through it. Because I was following Rose, and obviously he doesn't plant through the ditch. He has end rows on both sides of it. But tons of point rows. Good Lord, the point rows were real. That's all I know. That's okay. It was actually nice when you turn in. So like when the point rows were getting shorter as you drive, that was really easy to count for some reason. As opposed to like the rows being straight across the end, you know?
Yeah.
It was just like way easier to count because like you just kind of turn and then you could just like move your nose over until you got the right row and you were good to go. So it was the whole thing. No, I just had a ton of fun, you know.
That's good.
Yeah. Because I even told Dad on the way home, I was like, I get it. He goes, what? I said, I get why Tony wants to do this kind of stuff full time. He goes, well, it's different when you do it every day. And I was like, no, it's probably not too different. The other thing was it felt like 5 minutes too. And it was 4.5 hours, 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
So did you clock in? You getting paid?
No, I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid nothing. I wouldn't want nothing. Even if he offered, I wouldn't take it.
Yeah, stuff like that's just fun to do.
Dude, I had a smile on my face from ear to ear the whole time.
I get it.
I
get it.
was loving life. I want to go drive the 4055 every day. Although I would take, he has a bunch of like chains and clevises and stuff on the floorboards. I'd take all that out of the cab. But he has
quad range in it, doesn't it?
Well, so here's the thing. I didn't know until last night. I had to look up different John Deere transmissions. It is the quad range, yeah. I thought it was power shift, but it's not. It's quad range. Actually, I got to tell Big Al when he comes in, because he asked last night and I wasn't sure. But I got on the Google machine last night and I figured it out. But the quad range is interesting because you can go between first and second and then third and fourth gear without clutching. Right?
So it's like a power shift inside a quad range?
No, that's just what a quad range is.
Oh, but like going from like A, B, C, and D, you clutch.
So quad range, it's kind of interesting. So in the quad range, to go between your ranges, so yeah, A, B, C, and D, you have to stop the tractor.
Okay, yeah, I think I've driven a tractor like that.
Okay, so that's on one handle all the way towards the like fender, right? That's on the outside handle. And then your next handle closer to you is kind of an H pattern, but it's like an H.5 pattern, if that makes sense. So the very bottom of it is first and second reverse, which first reverse was in B range was super fast. I can't imagine second reverse. There's no way. It's like way too fast. And then you go up from that, and those you can slide between. So like once you're down in reverse, you can slap between either reverse, right?
Okay.
With no clutch. And then when you go up, you're in first gear, kind of on the right, and then second gear is the left as of that part. And then you can slap between those two gears too. So the way he had me mowing was in B range, or second gear when I was mowing, first when I was turning.
Okay.
Which was kind of nice, especially on the end where you had to count. It would slow you down a little bit so you could, count off your rows. Make sure
so
you're
like, did you throttle down at the ends or just let her
No.
wide open?
No, well, it wasn't wide open. Because that tractor has kind of a digital, it's from the early 90s or late 80s, kind of a digital display. And it was, you can set it to different things. You can have engine RPM, you can have 540 PTO, you can have 1000 PTO, you can have, I think, temperature on there. Maybe, I'm not sure about that. So I had it set for the 540 PTO, and then I would run my throttle up till it said 540. So I think my engine RPMs were like around 2000. It was cooking,
88 to 92.
Yep.
That's the years they made.
Yeah, I looked it up the other day. Data. I looked it up the other day too. So his is the two-wheel drive with duals, not the mechanical front-wheel drive.
Does he plant with that tractor?
I believe he used to. He uses that little John Deere open station that he has. I say little, it's like 80 horsepower. I think he uses the open station now. And then so you're in your first gear, and then you just like move the handle to the left to go to second gear, right? And I'll tell you what, man, it throws you back in the seat when you do that, because there's no clutching. You just do it.
Yeah.
And then from there you go up to neutral, and then third gear, fourth gear. And again, you can slap between third and fourth gear.
But you have to clutch to get to that third and fourth range?
Yeah. Gear. Yeah. Yeah, if you wanna go between third gear or second gear and third gear, you have to clutch. But if you want to go between like first and second or third and fourth, you don't have to clutch. It's kind of interesting. Because I asked him before we got in there, I was like, no clutch between those, right? And he's like, no. And then it's all explained in there. It's all like right there. There's a nice label, basically. So it's kind of interesting. But I tell you what, though, when you would hit that, go between those gears, man, that front end dang near wanted to come off the ground on that tractor. The thing with nice little power hop, It was pretty awesome. The first few times I kind of like tried to fight it, and then after that I was like, no, I kind of just have to like lean into it, let it happen. Otherwise it's going to hurt my neck or something. So it was an interesting experience. But yeah, that's quite a tractor, honestly. Quite a machine. I enjoyed it. And I already found one online I could buy for like $30,000. So not happening. I also don't have a need for a 100 horsepower tractor, but you know. Yeah. Bass, what's going on, man? Welcome in. What's poppin'? But really, that tractor's like way overkill for that Stocksmore that was on there, so. But that's what he has with the cab, so that's what I was going to use, you know. Yeah. Not about to use the 80 horsepower tractor without a cab to mow stocks. No, thank you.
I'll get you the real experience.
Yeah. I mean, Dad used to mow with the Alice 8010 Grandpa had with basically the same kind of mower, 12-foot mower. They used to use a tractor without a cab, but one time Dad was mowing and there was a tailwind or something, and Grandpa was like, "Go get the big tractor. It has a cab." And so after that, they only ever used the big tractor with a cab to mow stocks. It is so much cleaner. You're just in your own little bubble inside the dust cloud. It's kind of nice. Just saying. But yeah, it was a good time. I wish I had the money just to go buy his whole farm, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's for sale. It's not for sale, but gotta win the lottery and I'll go buy his whole farming operation.
That'd be like kind of like something to buy. I mean, you got everything you need.
Yeah.
Except maybe a sprayer.
He even has a grain cart.
Really?
He's got this little. It might even be a wagon. It might be more of like a cart style. I've seen it like once. It's got a rear like vertical auger, so you know it can't be fast at all because it moves the grain like vertical. He's never used it. He bought it at an auction. I wonder if he bought it by accident or something, to be honest. Bought it at an auction like probably 20 years ago, and it's been sitting in the shed the entire time. It's buried way back in the back right of his shed.
Like the big shed?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's still in there. Dad saw it the other day.
But there's a lot of interesting stuff in that shed.
There's not as much as you might think, actually.
Isn't there a camper in there?
There is a camper in there. Yep, he's a big camper guy. He goes on a lot of hunting and fishing trips. He was talking about some lake in Oklahoma he went to, and God, the amount of crappie in there is crazy. Insane how many they got that one day. Oh yeah, you know, I'm not gonna fill the bedding with straw because that holds a lot, and there's probably a fair bit in there already. So we're not gonna worry about that today, because it holds like 9 million, and they were full. So I think we're chilling on that. Are you still filling them cows down south, Tony?
I just finished filling up like the outside. He said, "Don't worry about doing the inside."
Yeah, don't worry about that. What small trailer are you using?
100,000, one of the
okay.
center dumps.
All right. Yeah, there's not that much. There's a drill in there. He used to have a John Deere drill. He's got some other brand. It's like orange. I don't even know what kind of drill it is or what brand.
Yeah, 'cause he drills his beans, right?
He drills all his beans, yeah. So it's a controlled spill, you know.
Yeah,
that's what drilling is.
That.
Well, and he ridges it so bad before he drills them too, so.
But that's why he's farming and I'm not.
Yeah, yeah, because he inherited all of it. That's why he's farming. That's really what it is. I didn't know. My dad asked me. He's like, "How hard is the clutch in that tractor to push the 4055?" And I was like, "The clutch isn't that hard to push. It's kind of awkward because you push it more down than you do like forward. You know, I'm used to kind of a forward clutch, not a down clutch." And he goes, "Well, that's why, like, Dad's uncle, so my dad's cousin's dad, right?
Uh-huh.
That's why he quit farming, because he kept telling his son that transmission's junk in that tractor because he can't push the clutch down." Well, apparently that'd be my great uncle or whatever. Apparently he had a bum leg. And he couldn't push the clutch anymore on that tractor, so that's why he quit farming back in the day. I thought it was kind of interesting. So he quit farming, I guess, back in the early 90s sometime. I don't know that I've ever met. I don't remember ever meeting the guy. I'm sure I did. But if you showed me like a lineup of pictures and told me to like pick him out of a lineup, I couldn't do it. Like, there's no way. I'll have to ask Dad. I'm sure there was like some kind of party back in the day he was at. Maybe not. I don't know. That part of the family's always been kind of distant. So, mostly Dad's family in general has been distant. It happens, right? Definitely happens. But yeah, so it was. I thought that was kind of funny, kind of interesting. I don't know what he's got in that other building. I know at one time he keeps a gravity flow wagon full of like cracked corn, because he's got a couple cattle up at his house.
Yeah.
So apparently the old feed mill is still in the barn from like 1842. And he's got an old what is that, like a Farmall C or something with the flat belt, and he'll grind corn a little every once in a while still. Grind a little bit of corn.
His like half kids farm too, right?
Yeah, his like stepsons, yeah, they farm up by
Like
up by the
house.
school, yeah, by where they live, yeah. They're the farmers, like the other guy that only plants soybeans. They're those farmers.
I think they got a New Holland combine, I think.
I think they do have a New Holland combine, yeah.
They only plant soybeans.
That's it. Yep. They don't have a corn head. They don't have, no, they only plant soybeans. But you think about it, like soybeans, they're easier to haul away because your bushels per acre are a lot less.
Worth more.
And sometimes they're worth more, and soybean seed's cheaper than corn seed.
Yeah.
And, just, it kind of makes sense. James, what's going on? Welcome in. How are you? Poppin'. So, yeah, it kind of makes sense in a way. I would think you'd have, like, some kind of disease and stuff over time, but like some sudden death or something would get you. Figured out why I was getting so much quartz. Why is that? Because I did go in there and delete all that again this morning. Oh, man. That's okay. Yeah. I definitely thought about while I was out there, mowing stalks on that land, Tony. I'm like, this is the ground my grandpa grew up on. Like, he grew up, running a horse and, like, plowing that ground with horses,
That's pretty neat.
So, like, that's pretty cool. Just saying. I'm at the wrong bin. I was like, there's no grass here. How did that just happen? This is the grass bin. At a full storage feeding. Yeah, but I put a Mark 1 on there, so it should have slowed it down, but I guess not enough, huh? Interesting left. That factory's pretty fast. It makes a lot. Saying. But yeah, I definitely took a couple minutes to think about while I was out mowing. Like, this is where, my grandpa grew up, and his dad, I'm pretty sure, grew up on that farm. So my great-grandpa and my great-grandma actually grew up next door. My great-grandpa married the neighbor's daughter, and it's like, this is like family stuff here, and it was definitely cool to be out there and doing some work.
It is neat.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really, really cool. So, Left, here's what I think we need to do. We need to finish the stoplight factory and get everything kind of set in there, and then start getting our numbers together, and then going out to around the map and figuring out, do we have enough of this? Do we have enough of that? You know, I'm going to redo the trains so that it can handle a whole lot more input, but I think we need to kind of get some numbers together once we actually like get things set. And then still probably do an extra, you know, 20 or 30% or something, or try to. Would probably be a good idea. But like I said, I'll work on trains either tonight or tomorrow, after stream tonight or tomorrow, and try to get that figured out. But I'm not terribly worried about that until we need to just finish the, and I don't want to say finish because really the factory's never done, but try to get some rough numbers eventually, you know. But I guess I'll redo the trains first. Yeah, if I redo the trains, then we'll be able to handle a lot more material. Plus, once we get the Mark 6 belts, that'll help a lot too.
Hey,
So,
Johnny.
what's up?
There is Field 30 is full of straw. Do you want to pick it up?
Field 30 is full of straw. Oh, that's right. I forgot about Field 30. We don't have to. If you really want to set up some course play, you can. I don't care.
Alright.
You can set that up while we're playing other stuff, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Dan was gonna farm ferry that, but the server's been down all week, so couldn't farm ferry it. That's my bad. So Bear says to that picture in Discord, the geese are gonna go crazy. They probably will, except for I think he's gonna disc it.
You know what was kind of neat when I got out of the tractor one night and I was like getting ready to leave?
Yeah.
So you're down there and it's just you, right? There's nothing else down there?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just, off from distance, you can just hear the coyote just howl.
Yeah.
It's just that kind of stuff. It's just neat. You don't get to,
Yep.
at least I don't get to experience that very often.
Every once in a while, if we're at the farm late. We used to be at the farm later than we are these days, but yeah. I can remember back when that one night when we built that cart, that last cart that we built. We're down there pretty late working on that the one night. I was down there for a little fire with people once, and we could hear coyotes in the distance, like a little bonfire. There were a lot of coyotes that night. Actually, people got freaked out, and we had to leave because people were freaked out. They were worried that we were gonna, the coyotes were gonna charge us. Oh, you never know, I guess, technically. So it was kind of funny. Yeah, I noticed that copper sheet needed to be turned up left a smidgy bit, but that's all right. Like I said, we need to kind of get to a point where we can start getting some numbers, and then, like I said, the trains really need to be redone. And I have an idea, so I just have to make it happen. Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Making 100 using 3, yeah, that might be a problem. Might be a bit of a problem. It was actually interesting, Tony. The other day, I was watching the neighbors, the you know, that farm you fertilized there.
Yeah.
They were out running a drill. I'm assuming they're planting some kind of wheat or something. You know, I don't know. That was kind of cool. But yeah, it was a good time. They had a bunch of stuff going the other day too. They were mowing and planting and all kinds of stuff. The Quiet Gamer, no, I do not believe I'll be getting it early. I don't have any connections with Giants at all, so I will not, to my knowledge, not be getting it early. Not that I'm aware of. So I'm not a Giants partner, and I don't have any connections anymore to Giants, so probably not. In fact, I don't know that I'll be streaming that weekend of early access weekend. Might be putting up Christmas lights. Tony, what are you doing that weekend?
Well, I might be working. I don't know.
Well, all right. I need the farmer's phone number so I can make sure you're not working. How about that?
I suppose you can call him.
Hey, you know that guy that you kind of have on part time? Yeah, don't let him work this weekend. Thanks. Appreciate you.
Put up Christmas lights or drive a tractor.
You know what's good for you. You won't have him work. You know what I'm saying?
Don't want no problems.
No problems. You know. I'll put a speed bump in front of your semi truck. You know. Wait. He drives real fast. Okay. Just saying. But no, Quiet Gamer, I won't be. Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. I did get a. There was an email the other day from another hosting company. It was kind of sketchy sounding. It was one of those kind of like too good to be true things, you know? Which I don't use hosting companies anymore, so I would feel really weird like partnering with a hosting company since I don't use hosting companies. So that's not going to happen. But yeah, it's all good. All good. See, Tony, here's the ideal situation, right?
Okay.
If Dad's cousin would allow this, right? The other day when he's picking beans, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could have had, you know, all the stalks mowed. Because let's be honest, I could have done that a couple days ago. And then say like Thursday, dude, I could have been disking. Dad could have been chiseling in the Oliver, like right behind me.
But that would have been the most productivity that farm's seen in a long time.
Well, we could have, but nah, he was good. He harvested 2 truckloads of beans the other day. He was done after that, you know. And it doesn't take him that long to get a truckload because those beans are pretty good. And his truck's not that big, so. But it takes him a while to run down all the way down by the farm with those beans where he's hauling them. Down to the elevator down there. So that took him a while to go there and come back. Oh yeah, it was kind of a thing. And I guess this time of year they don't have a person working in there.
How does that work?
So if you're gonna haul something to him, you gotta call ahead. And they'll have a guy like respond from a tractor or something.
It doesn't.
Yeah. It doesn't sound very convenient.
I guess it makes sense, but it doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you can't dedicate a guy full time.
I guess that makes sense.
In the elevator.
Most people are done.
Yeah. I mean, maybe, you know, some other times a year, like earlier in the year, they could dedicate a guy for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Just to go sit in the little office at the elevator. Because really, there's not that many people that haul there anymore. They haul a lot in, the people that own the elevator, but other people, there's not that many anymore.
Yeah.
I guess I'll top off mineral feed, then I'm done up here, by the way.
Hey, make sure you dump that in the right spot, not just on the ground.
I know where it goes. Yeah, I know. Well, somebody's been in here making a lot. Cough, cough, Tony. So, we got plenty, man.
I'm going to have all the straw from Field 30 to go to the main homestead, then I'll run a truck from the homestead up north. Instead of having the wagon go all the way up north.
Okay, I don't know if there's enough room in the main homestead.
I think there's like 3 million liters available.
That's it.
So, I guess we'll see.
Out of 50? Oh, gosh. Quiet Gamer, so it's the in-game cow barn that's been modded actually twice by people in the community. Once by Tom and once by Jacob. So yes, it is modded. It holds 800 cows. It holds all the food. What's it hold? Like 9 million liters of TMR? Something like that. 6 million liters is what it'll hold when it's full of TMR. It holds a lot. I mean, God, there's 1.2 million, 1.4. We should probably get a milk truck going today, Tony. In fact, I should probably, what's it called? Like, leave my computer in here all night tonight, hauling milk.
I can't
So.
too if you don't want to leave yours on.
All right.
I just watched a video. So the guy was cutting beans, and like the other guys, they said special delivery, and they threw a box of Cheez-Its from the road like to the guy's truck.
Wow. Matt's off from the 12th through the 16th. Lots of farm sim. Let's go, Matt.
GG's.
GG's, Matt. You know, that's why I'm actually kind of glad that I'm sick this week, by the way.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, get it out of the way. I should be good to go for farm sim. And I guarantee it's because of where we went Tony on Sunday.
Oh.
I don't know the first part or the second part. Because I shook somebody's hand during the first part of our day Sunday.
You never do that.
And I never do that. And I kind of regret it now. Do you know whose hand I shook on Sunday?
I don't.
It was the boss guy. Old boss guy.
Oh.
I shook his hand on Sunday for the first time ever. And so I don't know if I got sick from that or if I got sick from where we went to eat. I guarantee that's what it is, though, because I don't do anything else. I don't go anywhere else, you know? So I'm guessing, did you eat mashed potatoes?
I don't.
Because I don't think
so.
Dad did either, and I think that's like the one thing I ate that nobody else did. So I wonder if like somebody sneezed on the mashed potatoes or something.
Could be a possibility.
Trent's off for the rest of the year.
Man, how do I get that?
Go be a trucker for your uncle? I guess. I don't know. Well, yeah, so I'm wondering, yeah, somebody sneezed on the mashed potatoes or on the spoon for the mashed potatoes, you know? That's what it had to be, right? That or I had a roll too. I don't know if you guys had a roll.
I had a roll.
That's not it. Had
Rolls
to
are
be the
pretty
best.
good.
They're actually really good from there, yeah. They need some cinnamon honey butter, but yeah. It had to be the mashed potatoes then. Because I know, like, I had pork roast, or not pork roast, hot roast. I know you did too, and Dad did. So that was
some meatloaf.
Had the meatloaf's good. Although it was kind of cold the other day for some reason.
Like I had a piece of chicken and some fish.
I didn't have any chicken or fish. I did have a couple little hush puppies though. I don't think you guys had them.
I didn't have any of them, no.
They're pretty good actually. Pretty fire. But that could be also what it was. I don't know. I'm gonna assume somebody sneezed on something there, and you know, yeah. The harvest is done. There's nothing to do since the cover crop is already in. Gotcha, Trent. I get you.
So like it is here, Trey, you plant cover crop, then you have to wait 5.5 weeks for it to, get rained in.
Dude, I tell you what, we haven't had any rain, on the wheat or the rye that you planted. It's pretty sparse looking right now. We could really use a rain down there.
Like we've been spreading some wheat, like for actual, like like seed wheat. Like I spread some yesterday. They're gonna need some rain.
Yeah, there's just nothing. There's nothing, and I don't think there's anything in the forecast either, is there? Maybe like a little bit out, like 10 days out. But I don't really believe that too much. Let's see. We have a 15% chance of rain on Tuesday. But that's pretty much it till like next Monday. So.
Yours says, are you on like Fox too?
Yeah.
Mine says a 20% chance Tuesday and none next Monday.
What?
So I guess where you live is a little bit more likely to get rain. Is
yours set to our town?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well sometimes Dad's will be set to a different town.
I think mine's set.
20%.
Yeah, mine's set.
Sometimes his will be set to like DeSoto, Missouri, which is nowhere near where I'm at.
Mine's like on like it follows like wherever I go.
I know that's what the way his is set, but it doesn't work.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, we planting corn?
Sure.
It's corn. Big clumpy nuts. I sound healthy. It's got the juice. What are you doing, by the way? Are you just riding in the thing?
Allegedly, yeah.
Go get a planter. Let's go. Let's pitter patter. It's planting season. What are you doing?
Where are we going?
I don't care. Oh shit, Dayquil brain, I tell you. I'll tell you what, I stopped stream early last night, Tony, right?
Yeah.
And oh yeah, you were there. Dude, trying to like do anything with numbers when you're having like a head cold going on, like man. It was not the strat last night, you know?
I bet.
I'm just saying. Like, no thank you. Oh, thank you. Cause it's harvest time and this little. Oh wait, it's planting time.
So is everything we got going into corn?
I don't care. You want to?
Sure.
All right.
I'll go start in field 29.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or do you want to have the courseplay guys do 29, 31, then you and I do 32?
I don't care. I was gonna use the courseplay guys, just because they're guys that can run. Let's see. So we can't plant 18. We can't plant 35. We can't plant 36 right now. So let's throw them out in the big field and we can go help them. How about that?
Okay.
Like we'll have them start the big field and then like we'll go, or we could have them go over to 40 also.
Well, I forgot about we got 40.
I also have 40. I'm gonna put them in 32 though. We'll pitter patter 2 of these.
And do you want us to go to 40 then?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Where's your Volvo truck?
My Volvo, what, straight track?
A straight truck, yeah.
He is.
Because we can set him up to bring a seat, and it works out quite well actually.
He is running, but I will change that.
Oh, is he still running?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I did that wrong. This needs to be 32. 32. Parking's fine. That works. That's the wrong button. This button. And it's the sickness, Chad, I'm telling you. That should be good to go. Good to go. Buggity.
Got 85,000 liters of seats here, that's it.
Oh, there's hundreds of thousands over yonder.
Over yonder. Where do you want me to send the truck to?
Send that to the regular field 40 waypoint. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll fill up. So you can actually, if you put it on pick up and deliver, we can actually just pull right up behind it and he'll offload until he's empty and then he'll go get more. And it's like the slickest thing ever. So.
You want me to put him on that?
Do what?
You didn't understand that?
No.
Do you want me to put him on that?
Yeah. Pick up and deliver. And
Pick up and deliver.
Like I said, he'll just magically go fill with seed when we need it. It's great. Can you ask a question about... Yeah, you can ask a question about anything. The meaning of life is pizza. Just before anybody asks that question. But yeah, you can ask a question about anything. What's up? Now, I don't use Courseplay to unload my combines, but I have used it, so
Oh, that was...
You're good. One of these seeders, by the way, even though you go in Courseplay and tell it not to fertilize, it'll still fertilize. So makes things a little awkward later in life, but it's fine. Let's get this out the way though.
Okay, I'm gonna step away for a few minutes before we start playing. I'll be back.
Okay, bye. Never to be heard from again, chat. On but not forgotten. Specifically ham and pineapple pizza. Have you tried ham, not ham, pepperoni and pineapple before? Because that right there will change your life. Okay? It will change your life, chat. Ask Positive Pizza Power. It changed his life, okay? Legitimately. Because he gets it all the time now. It changed his life. Oh, goodness. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Rolling like a big shot. Slow down. All right. Off to the field we go. We're going to 40, chat. Last time I planted 40, I planted potatoes. And we're going to go ahead and throw it in corn this time, because why not? We're fixing to have a big old corn harvest. And the funny thing is, a lot of it's going to happen probably on Tuesday when Tony's not here. But that's okay. It's all good. Oh, yeah. Proceed with 2. Honey, wait. It always stops and then the trailer comes to unload him. Is there like a fill percentage you can mess with? I'm not super familiar with the horseplay side for unloading combines. I use auto drive to unload my combines. But there might be like a fill level percentage or something in your settings. You could turn that down like a bunch. Because most likely it's set too high, and then by the time it calls for it, it's like full. But if there's like a fill level percentage in your settings, your horseplay settings, I'm not sure. To be completely honest with you. I'm assuming you are harvesting like it lands, right? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's poppin'? Welcome in. Fill call level. There you go. See, I knew somebody would know. Set it to like 50%. There you go. Again, TV, thank you. See, here's the thing, man, about this here little Puma Plow community that we got going on, y'all. If I don't know the answer, somebody in chat's going to. We have a very knowledgeable viewer base. Just saying. So there you go. Turn that down to like 50% and you should be good to go. Because you have to do the same thing on auto drive. When you have auto drive unload your combines. And yeah, you can turn that down on auto drive pretty low, honestly. And it works out quite well. Oh, I need to turn there, John. Turn. It's machine. I gotcha. I gotcha. I have to set it for each combine. Yeah, that makes sense. So I bet if we go look, we can find it. So it's going to be in here, right? It's set at 80% by default. 80% is way too high. Yeah, need to turn that down. For sure. There you go. Oh, I didn't need to turn here, by the way. But I did, but I didn't. I should have gone out the north side of the train yard to the highway. But instead, I decided to go this way for some reason. Don't ask why. Because I don't know why. I'll be honest. So yeah, 80% is way too high. Turn that down to like 50. And that should help you out a little bit. So that's why when we're harvesting with using auto drive, I always tell guys, like, put your auger out early and often, because by the time that, you know, it gets around the field to you, you're going to be full. So might as well get that coming to you early. All right. Yeah, that won't actually set until I get unfolded. That's right. Yeah. It's the Courseplay tractor. It's the Courseplay tractor. I can't see it on here now because I'm not in a combine. But it's the CP tractor with the 2 gears. It's in there. You betcha. Do I think upgrading to PC is worth? As a console guy that plays 20 to 30 hours a week. Well, okay, do you ever move locations, or are you in the same, like, place all the time? Because if you move locations, console does have a perk there, obviously. I mean, yes, there's gaming laptops, but I wouldn't waste the money on a gaming laptop, personally. But PCs, I mean, PC just has so many more options, you know? You can play so many more games, and just, you know, if you're playing Farm Sim, the mods are so much better on PC. So, can't see that setting for some reason. You're in your combine, right? You gotta be in the combine. You gotta set it in the actual combine. Welcome back, Tony.
Thank you.
Tony, would you say it's worth to upgrade to a PC if you play games 20 or 30 hours a week?
From a console?
To go from console to upgrade to PC?
I probably, yeah. I mean, I know what it was like to upgrade from a bad computer to a good computer. And that was worth it.
Use a wheel so you get a farm stick? Yeah, definitely then. Definitely, I would say. Yeah, Jeff just went through this. Jeff just upgraded a little while ago from console to PC. Loves the Switch. There you go. Yeah, I would say it's worth it. I mean, the problem with PC gaming is that it is expensive. But your games are going to run better. You're going to have better mods. You're have more games. Like there's a lot more. You know, PC gaming opens a lot more. There's a lot more to it than console gaming. Consoles have their place. You know, if you move around a lot, console's probably where it's at least in my opinion. Thank goodness I have a mute button, chat. Good Lord.
Bless you.
Thank you. Wow. That was high speed evacuation right there. That's one way to put it, right? Who's having issues here? You're having issues? Buddy, you're not even where are you supposed to be? Buddy, you're supposed to be down there. What are you doing? He's nowhere near where he's supposed to be, Tony. Nowhere near.
No, he's fired. You're fired, buddy.
You're fired. Can he, if we just hit the button, will he just drive? Okay. All right. That was random, but okay. All right. But yeah, I would say PC is definitely worth upgrading to. Yeah. Your train is broke, Jeff. Oh no. You know what I don't have out here at the computer, Tony, that I probably need?
Cough drops.
A box of Kleenex.
Oh.
Cough drops wouldn't be bad either, actually. A box of Kleenex today would be a good investment. That's actually part of the reason I had to stream last night, because my nose was running like crazy, and I'm like, It was just,
That's the worst. When like it won't quit running.
yeah. So after stream last night, I just laid back in my chair and put my head back real far, and then it like stopped running. It's kind of hard to do while streaming, though, you know.
Just a little bit.
Just like, hold on, wait for it. Just like, hey guys, how's it going? Like, not gonna do that, you know. That's a little difficult to do that, you know. So we're not gonna do that. Oh yeah, it's okay. Now I'm all like combobulated in my chair. You heading over here, Tony, or are you still riding around with that guy?
I am heading over yonder.
Let's go. Oh, there you are. I see you coming down the highway like a smart person. I didn't take the highway.
Kind of didn't like the median, but I'm getting there.
Well, you know, we pay taxes on the whole road here, Tony, so.
That's true.
Feel free to use the whole road, you know?
Well, I kind of am, because this thing don't pull straight down the road anyway.
Not at all, no.
I am kind of running right down the middle of the highway, so.
I kind of wish there was a way, because this Cedar, when you're going down the road, has hydraulic steering. Right? I think it'd be cool if there was a way where we could control that hydraulic steering. But unfortunately, we can't, so. Kind of sad. Kind of sad. Well, Jeff, at least your train broke, like, you know, right before 25 comes out, right? So. You get to sell it other places for a little while. Or something. That's not terrible, but it does break randomly. Kind of fun when it breaks randomly. And there's really no, like, rhyme or reason when it breaks either. At least I don't think there is. Oh, yeah. So I'm just going to work on point rows over here first, Tony.
All right.
But, you know, you can go wherever you want and plant. I don't care. Because, you know, we have GPS. You don't have to count rows. I will say Dad's cousin, man, he had a lot of guess rows. You can tell where the edge of the planter was, you know? Because sometimes his rows were 40 inches apart. Sometimes they were 20 inches apart. That's okay. It
Your
happens.
GPS like 145, 100.4?
100.41.
I'm at 4.5.
Close enough.
4.6.
Close enough for government work, you know?
Something like that.
You betcha. You betcha.
I actually skipped a row the other night myself.
Did you?
Because, like, the field I was in had two entrances. There was one that went out to the highway, and there was one that went out to, like, the road, the county road.
Okay.
So, like, the row that, like, the pass head would run basically from one end to, like, where the entrance dumped out at, like, where the field entrance was. I skipped that one, and I worked past it, and then when I came back to leave the field.
Yeah.
Don't think I was smart enough to do that. The guy told me to do that.
Oh, so then you're pointing out of the field.
So that way,
you're
like,
done.
because they got, like, a lot of ditches down there.
Yeah.
So instead of, like, bouncing through the ditches, and
Yeah.
I worked my way down, then I drove all the way back, and then hit that, and then came back.
It's a good idea. Really good idea, actually.
Yeah, worked out good.
Rented it, parked it for a few to refill the building first time. That's not bad, though, Jeff, honestly. Not bad. It was your first time and it broke. Not too bad at all. Actually, we should probably get another cedar going, right?
Probably couldn't hurt.
We got the two there. We can go pop one into like 31 or something. If I can find a tractor. Let's see. That needs to be a big tractor. Don't we have another John Deere quad on here?
It's on the Plow down south.
Oh, never mind that. Never mind. Because that would be, we only have two John Deere quads and two track John Deere. And then my Massey.
I want to get
That's
I
it.
got like a bit. What do we got on here?
Why does the seed tender have an auger? So Seymour, it's a conveyor. And these seeders are so big that to fill them, you usually bring like I don't want to say a semi-truck, but like a straight truck. Like the truck we have sitting at the edge of the field up here, this Volvo. We'll go back up that way in a minute. But basically it's so it can load itself because these things sit so high up in real life and everything that you need to be able to self-fill, basically. So that's why it has it, yeah. Because they're just that massive, honestly. So yeah, that's why. So these things are meant, I mean, this is 100-foot wide seeder. These things are meant for, like, you know, the big wheat country out in like Montana or up in Canada, where you have a field that's maybe, you know, 2.5 miles long. Apparently Welkers have a field that's 2 miles long. Or 2.5 miles long, something like that.
It's a long field.
Dude, I don't know I would fall asleep.
What do you do with your hands?
I don't know. I did see Lauderson's hauling corn in the fertilizer tender tray, yeah. Well, you know they're down 2 semis right now, right? Or at least the other day they were down 2 semis. So yeah, kind of a problem. Yeah, Phil Super B's are straight trucks, yeah. Yep, these seeders, yeah. So yeah, that's where these are made for. These, like, out here in the Midwest, we'd never see something like this. Our fields aren't big enough. That would be why. Never see anything like this out here. Yeah, I don't know, Tony. I guess you scroll a lot of TikTok.
I suppose.
Set an alarm on your phone to wake you up when you get to the other end. I don't know. I'm assuming GPS helps because it'll beep 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 at you when you get to the other end, right?
Yeah.
But beyond that, yeah, I don't actually know. Were you running GPS the other night?
I have been, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if they like armed with GPS or not.
They do, yeah.
Well, that's good. So then, yeah, you're just you're just turning on the corners, huh? Or the ends.
Yeah, basically I just turn around at the ends and then set her down and
Yep.
get going.
Yep.
It's actually quite enjoyable.
What tractor was that?
John Deere 8430.
8430. Okay. I think the guys that bought Grandpa's, I think they might have an 8430 as well.
Running not like the new one, like a Gen 4 display.
Okay.
On like the Deers.
Okay. Yeah.
And run like the Landau, like
Of course, it's a Landau. Yeah.
I'd call it like a finish tool or like like a one pass, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I would call it.
Blogger, what's going on? How are you?
Like your front row, you got like your front row is like disc blades, and then behind that's like some coulter, like some chisels, coulters. I don't really know what you want to call it, but like
the coulters are like discs
not
that aren't cupped.
Not coulters, but like almost like shanks, like field cultivator shanks,
Yeah.
almost kind of.
Yeah.
And then like set of heavy harrows, and then a rolling basket.
Some people would call that a soil conditioner. Probably.
So yeah, that's
Something
what I was
like
running.
that, yeah. Yeah. There's a bunch of them Landals though around here. I don't know who the salesman is for Landau for the St. Louis area, but man, he's sold a lot. Plugger, you like the tractor? Imagine that. Since Plugger made this tractor up for us. Imagine that. It is a nice tractor though, Plugger, yes. Yes, it is. Very nice tractor. Man, oh man. Chad, I don't know if I'm gonna make 10 o'clock tonight. Harrow from The Office. Oh, like Harrow, like hello. Gotcha. Fire, what's going on? How are you? What's up from the office? Are you hanging out with Steve Carell today? I hope not. I don't think I would like that. I don't think he's funny, for the record. That's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to one, right? If they're right or wrong, right? Right? Yeah, I don't think I'm throwing it out there, Chad. I don't think I'm gonna make 10 o'clock tonight. Before I have to go and take a nap or something. Oh gosh. Goodness me. Waiting until 10. I was John Fire. I'm here, man. I'm barely here, but I'm here. Got this cold that's kicking my butt. Got some Dayquil in me, and it's not doing much. I kind of just feel terrible, to be honest. So might have to call it an early day today. We're here. We're still here for a while. We were only here for like an hour and a half, so we'll be here for a little while yet. But I don't think I'm gonna make 10 o'clock tonight. Wow, Trent. Wow. Wow. We'll finish our point roast, chat.
Towards the end there, though, like when I was running that second pass in that bean ground, we were running like 7 mile an hour.
7 mile an hour, huh?
We're moving.
I was mowing at 6.
I bet you were flying in that sucker.
Uh-huh. Well, especially because I've never driven that tractor, right?
Yeah.
And so I jumped in that bad boy, and I put it in the gear he told me, and I was like, oh, dear God, I'm flying. And then even Dad, when he came back, he's like, how fast were you mowing? You were flying. Like, I know.
So was he running truck when you were mowing?
No. A big field is 3 acres. Oh my goodness. My grandpa farmed 180 acres his entire life, most of his life. 100 acres was one field, and then the other field was 80. And he farmed, well, for a lot of his life anyway, yeah.
It's crazy.
Drink some Jack and Coke. I don't have Jack or Coke in the house, thanks. I have Mountain Dew and root beer. Does that count? It doesn't count, I know. But yeah. No, so Dad actually, he just went to the farm. Because, you know, we were on bean. He was harvesting beans, Dad's cousin. So Dad was not going to run the truck down the highway for him. He didn't feel like doing that.
Gotcha.
Would it save some time? You know, his cousin would have been there with a full load of beans when he got back. It only takes like 2 dumps of that combine to fill the truck, so 2.5, I guess. But yeah. Silage and cattle. Gotcha. Go ahead.
That was Wednesday, so I was working in a bean field, and instead of like going down the county road to the highway to turn into the farm, I just went down the county road a piece to another piece they farm, which we were going to work anyway.
Okay.
And then you could just run the levee back to the farm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that was the field I was working in Tuesday night.
Okay.
And we were going in and second passing corn stalks.
Oh, wow.
And I was really impressed with the job it did just with that one pass across the middle of the field. I was really impressed with that.
Wow.
You know,
wait, so
taking all the volunteer corn out.
They got a homestead and everything down there?
It's a duck club.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know that I've ever really been down that way where you were working the other day. Like, kind of, but not, you know? Yeah, kind of, but not. We'll have to go down there someday. You'll have to give us the tour from the roads, you know?
Yeah. It was kind of nice, like, Monday night after that bean ground was dragging up a little bit. Right when I was second passing Wednesday. I was first passing it Monday, I guess. And
okay.
It started dragging up, so then, like, he kind of drove me around and showed me, like, all the field entrances and, like, fields and that kind of stuff, so.
Pretty cool.
It's kind of nice time to do that.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
just because like I'm not super.
Yeah,
It'd
you're
be
not
different like
familiar.
if it was down there like at their home place, you know.
Well, and you know, even I didn't ask my dad's cousin, and I should have, like, you know, is there any secret things out here? Any hidden treasures you need to know about? Any old markers that are broke off, or any old, you know, it doesn't hurt to ask if there's any surprises. You know, back when I was mowing grass for people, when you'd get a new yard or a neighbor would come over, hey, can you cut my yard? My lawnmower broke, whatever. You always have to ask him, like, hey, where's the water meter? Where's the hidden hazards of the yard that you might, you know, hit?
Yeah.
Always have to ask for that kind of stuff if you're not familiar. You know, like, I know in my front yard, I can't just drive over the water meter. I will ruin my lawnmower. I will ruin blades. I can't do that. I have to go around the water meter because it kind of sticks out of the ground. You know, but somebody coming in and mowing my yard for the first time, they wouldn't know that, you know? So it's no different than that, really.
Yeah, because
So,
you know,
you don't know the land, you don't know the land, you know?
for him it's just second nature. Oh, you know,
Yeah,
let's
he's been
just
farming it forever, probably.
swerve around this.
Yeah. So, but somebody coming in for the first time, yeah, you don't know the land.